So even though the month of July is not fully complete yet, we had amazing models drop this month. We had Kimi K3, which was an open weight model from Moonshot AI. Then we got amazing models from OpenAI, GPT 5.6 Soul, Luna, and Terra. And then last week, we got a new model from Anthropic, which was Claude Opus 5. All three of these models have been amazing, and they kind of changed up the whole AI landscape. For a minute, Kimi K3 took the lead and basically said that, hey, we can produce a capable model at a fraction of the cost. And then Opus 5 came out, basically responding, hey, our models are still the best, although they might be a little bit more expensive than Kimi K3, it's worth spending your money on them. But one lab that we haven't heard from in a minute is Google DeepMind. They were supposed to drop Gemini 3.5 Pro in the month of June, and nothing came. July is almost done, and we still have no news about a 3.5 Pro model. They did drop a new model, Gemini 3.6 Flash, but that model is something that not a lot of people are probably implementing in their whole workflow because it felt like a release that was just there to drop a release, not really a release that's focused on kind of regaining the AI landscape. And Gemini 3.5 Pro, based off what we have seen so far, seems like another release that is just going to be there because they mentioned that Gemini 3.5 Pro is something that they're working on. Because it looks like Google is appearing to be putting increasing focus on Gemini 4. And there are some rumors that I personally don't believe completely is that the Google DeepMind team might skip Gemini 3.5 Pro completely and just focus fully on Gemini 4. I don't know if that is going to be the case, and I'll show you guys two reasons why. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were to do that because based off what we know about Gemini 3.5 Pro, it has been delayed multiple times. The coding performance has failed and it didn't meet internal expectations. I even made a video about how they basically scrapped the whole base model because they weren't satisfied with what the model was producing. And then we saw Gemini 3.6 Flash come out of nowhere. But what we do know is Gemini 4 is supposed to be a much larger and more ambitious frontier model. And this is not just people outside of the Google DeepMind team guessing about that. People in the Google DeepMind team, Logan, who's actually the head of Google AI Studio and basically a big part of Google DeepMind, has confirmed that Gemini 4 is underway and they're really focused on that. And Google has said that they're going to be focusing on coding and autonomous agents as their top priorities. And they have stopped treating Gemini 3.5 Pro as the big comeback model and are focused more towards Gemini 4. So if you have been patiently waiting for Gemini 3.5 Pro, which I have been as well, I don't think this is going to be the model that is going to shock us. This is going to be a model that might be mediocre at best, and their best model that they're probably going to drop in 2026 so far is going to be Gemini 4 instead because it looks like they have completely shifted focus. Gemini 3.5 Pro was the model they were focused on, and now because of the many releases from many different labs, Kimi K3, Opus 5, GPT 5.6 Soul, even Qwen 3.8, these labs have kind of changed up the whole landscape and have pushed the goalposts a little bit higher, and that is probably forcing Google DeepMind team to put away Gemini 3.5 Pro right now and focus more on Gemini 4. Yes, it does in the short term look kind of embarrassing on Google DeepMind, but in the long term, if Gemini 4 is as successful as it seems to kind of be made out to be, and then that will put Google DeepMind back in like a competitive position. But then if we take a look at the actual account from a Google DeepMind employee who's actually a member of the technical staff working on Gemini, and I would say he's kind of like the spokesperson for Gemini at the moment. I get more updates from him than the actual Google DeepMind account, so this is an account that you should be tracking. And he has said, we have started our most ambitious pre-training run yet for Gemini 4 and excited by the progress. So him saying this when they drop Gemini 3.6 Flash shows you that they are more focused on Gemini 4 because he did not make a post about Gemini 3.5 Pro until people started asking him. And I'm going to show you guys that exactly. For example, this person is actually working at Claude, which I think was funny to see that he's saying excited to see it. Maybe he's sarcastic, maybe he's not. And then we have the Codex spokesperson, Thibaut, and he said, hope it finishes one day too. Thank you, Thibaut. Obviously, he's throwing a little bit of sass, basically talking about how Gemini 3.5 Pro was late. And then we start to see people asking, are you going straight to Gemini 4 or are we going to see a 3.5 Pro? And then this is the first time where he makes a post about it, and this is in the comments. He hasn't made a dedicated post for Gemini 3.5 Pro like he did for Gemini 4. And they are saying, at least at the moment, that they are testing Gemini 3.5 Pro with partners and plan to release it soon. We still haven't seen the model come out. This was on July 21st. It's July 26th. I know that sounds crazy for me to say, like, hey, it's only 4 or 5 days, but in AI, things move fast. And that's why this, to me, seems like, okay, maybe next week we should see something. But if next week, once again, we don't hear anything about Gemini 3.5 Pro, I think then we start to kind of put away our expectations of Gemini 3.5 Pro coming and maybe focus on Gemini 4. Maybe we buy into the rumors, who knows? Or maybe we just all set our expectations low for Gemini 3.5 Pro, which might be the sensible option because clearly they're focused on Gemini 4. Before we continue, we just launched the Universe of AI newsletter. If you want to stay on top of AI news without having to hunt for it, link is in the description. Don't miss out. And there are other accounts posting that there's new Gemini 3.5 Pro checkpoints in Arena, and it does look improved. It does look like Gemini 3.5 Pro or the 3.1 Pro model actually is performing better than it should be. We see that with this 3D model of an Airbus. I think a lot of these labs are right now focused on 3D model creation, and that area has improved significantly. And I'm going to show you guys actual examples of 3D games that Opus 5 has been creating. And it's kind of crazy to me because the space has moved so fast, and 3D model area has become an area that a lot of these labs have excelled in. And we can see that in Gemini 3.5 Pro. If you look at this helicopter, it doesn't look crazy to us, but this is crazy for the model to create. If we compare it to what their second model, Gemini 3.6 Flash, their second best model is producing, which is this, does not look that coherent. So Gemini 3.1 Pro preview is producing outputs like this, which probably is not the Gemini 3.1 preview and could be Gemini 3.5 Pro being tested in LM Arena. Stealth testing is something they have done in the past, and we could be experiencing that as well. So yeah, the space is moving really fast. Now, if you have been on X, I think one thing that you probably noticed over the last couple of days is that Opus 5 is a model that a lot of people are testing. And specifically, a lot of people are testing them on game development. So what you're looking at on screen right now is a game that was created by Opus 5. And this to me is an area that all of these models have improved a lot in. And Opus 5 seems to have taken the lead from Kimi K3, which is game development, which is 3D rendering. And this game looks like something that a studio might have created probably in like 2015, 14, whatever the case is. And look at this snowboarding game. This kind of shows you a good example of it. Now I'm going to show you a more crazier example of what the model has produced, which kind of blew my mind. And I wanted to share that with you guys as well. So let me pull that up. This is a one-shotted game from Opus 5, 100% custom code, 0 external assets. And this is what we are seeing. We are seeing basically a kind of like a first-person shooter type of game. Obviously, got to give it some slack. But this is one-shotted, and this is what we are getting now. So AI game development is an area I think it's going to excel a lot, which could mean we might be getting GTA 6 a little bit faster, or maybe GTA 7 in the future a little bit faster now, and we might not have to wait for many years. But this is an area that has improved significantly, and we are seeing more and more examples of this, which shows you how strong the models have gotten. And here's another example from Cloud Opus 5, which made a Call of Duty 5v5 multiplayer with one prompt, and this is probably something that the model created, according to this person, in half an hour. The other models right now have been struggling with map creation and complex design, but Opus 5 seems to excel at that. So this is the space. I think by the end of 2026, we're probably going to see somebody create a game that is going to be successful working with AI, and that is going to change a lot of things for a lot of game developers. So if you're a game developer, you might be feeling a little bit stressed at the moment, but it looks like these models are getting strong. Maybe you use them as something to speed up your development. But yeah, this is crazy, guys, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. But that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Follow our new newsletter as well at universeofai.beehive.com. As well, subscribe to the main channel World of AI, and support us on X by following the Universe of AIZ as well. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.